And we got a guest in the studio right now, man. I thought it was cell phone, Chris. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
We got Erick Russell. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. Thanks for coming in, man. Treasure, man. You got some good news. Well, you got news that we all should know about, right? About unclaimed property and everything. And money could be out there, right?
Yeah, so today is National Unclaimed Property Day. So part of my job as treasurer is to make sure that I'm getting any unclaimed property that people have back to them. So it could be an old bank account that you moved and changed addresses and they couldn't get a hold of you. It could be a refund check from a doctor's office. But any money that they cannot connect with the rightful owner ends up getting turned over to the state and my office. And if you go to ctbiglist.com, you can go online, you can type in your name, and if you have any unclaimed property that's being held by the state, you can file that claim and we can get money back to you.
Eric, is this something that we don't know about? Do you find that we don't know this information and that's why you're doing this?
Definitely. I think people don't know enough about it. I mean, we do a lot of work trying to get the word out to the community, but we want to make sure that folks are checking this, not just today on Unclaimed Property Day, but it should happen a couple times a year, because if there is anything out there, it gets uploaded on a regular basis. I've had times where I've gone online and I've had $1.25, and there have been times where people come in and they have thousands of dollars in unclaimed property.
You see Regg just typing right now.
Man, I'm on
Regg, I see
biglist.com
jumped online quick.
Regg, you trying to find out how much you got?
I'm trying to find out if it's something I left behind.
And it could be, it's not just individuals, it could be a business, it could be a municipality that has money out there. So, we really just want to spread the word, make sure people are going to ctbiglist.com on a regular basis. We processed 73,000 claims of unclaimed property last year, and we want to make sure we're getting money back to people.
We have Erick Russell, treasurer, man. When they do go online and they find out they do have something coming to them, what's the next move?
Yeah, so they can process that claim right online. So when you go on and you check, you punch your name in. If there is unclaimed property there, you can go through the process of claiming it, which ultimately just requires you to put your basic information in. If there's any additional information that we need on our office, we will be in touch about providing a copy of a driver's license or any identifying information like that. And then from there, we will work to get a check back to you as quickly as we can.
I'm stuck on a property ID. I ain't got no property ID.
I'll help you out when we get off, but it should be able to just search. There won't be any property. Are you looking for a specific claim right now? There's a spot
I'm just looking me.
Okay.
I don't think I got anything. I'm gonna just hit search.
This is a great thing
There
you're
you go.
doing. But the treasure, how's it going overall? How's the job going overall?
It's going really well. We're making, the state is doing really well in terms of overall fiscal health. We've been doing a lot of work around pension fund performance, which is doing well, making sure we're protecting retirements for state employees and teachers. We also have a new program that we rolled out called Connecticut Baby Bonds, which is about helping to address generational poverty in our state. So starting on July 1st of 2023, every child born into poverty, which we use if their birth is covered by Huskies, the state's Medicaid, there will be $3,200 invested in a trust on their behalf that I invest in my office. And when that individual is between the ages of 18 and 30, they can use those resources to help buy a home in Connecticut, to start a business in Connecticut, to help pay for school or job training, or to roll into a retirement savings account.
It's funny. I always heard of generational wealth.
Yeah.
You just said generational poverty.
Yeah.
And
Well,
now you said that, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoa.
we got the
It's
generational
different.
poverty down to a science. We got to get
But
the
not
generational wealth going.
wealth.
Exactly.
I've never
Yeah.
heard you just said that. I said, wow, that's an important word right there, because we all poverty.
And when you're building wealth, right, it's ultimately, we know the biggest indicator of someone's ability to build wealth over time is having some access to capital to start,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I grew up in a community where very few people owned a home. Everybody paid rent, right? And the difference between what they paid for rent or being able to pay a mortgage was having some money to put down to purchase a home, right?
Yeah.
And so with this program, individuals, we expect that they'll have access to between $11,000 and $24,000 when they access the program that they can use to purchase a home here in Connecticut. That can be the difference maker, right? For someone being able to purchase a home that's going to grow in value over time. It's really that access to owning something, to having an asset that's going to appreciate over time. That's the difference between being able to build wealth and not.
No,
Is it a time limit to claiming it if you got anything? Is it like
So for baby bonds, no, you don't have to enroll. You don't have to sign up for it. Simply, if your birth is covered by Husky Now in the state, you will be eligible for baby bonds. You have to access it, but when you're between ages of 18 and 30, and you have to use it for one of the specific purposes. There's also a financial literacy training program that's a part of being able to access the money, because we want to make sure that folks are using it in a way that's really going to build wealth over time. And you have to be a Connecticut resident at the time you're using it. But outside of that, you have to access it before age 30, unless you're going to, say if you are 29 and don't want to purchase a home or use it for education, you can roll that into a retirement savings account.
I want to talk about the unclaimed property. Is there a cost to file a claim?
No cost to filing a claim. You can go online, like I said, and just search, and you're good to go. And there's never any expiration. So if we are holding any money at any point, it will be there. It will be there 10 years from now. It will be there 20 years from now. But we want people to get reconnected with that money as soon as they can.
Have you found out that there's money being left on the table that no one's coming to claim?
There's definitely money that hasn't been claimed. Some of it is, because money can be tied up in estates. There's a lot of processes. But we've been doing this for decades, right? We've returned over $1 billion to people through this program over the years. But we want to make sure that everyone has access to and knows about the opportunity to get their money back.
Now, how long does it take to get your money once you find out that you have some coming to you?
It depends. So we're trying to streamline the process. It used to be that for every claim that came in, and just to give you an example, we processed 73,000 claims for money last year. It used to be that people in the office had to process every claim manually. We've been implementing a lot of new technology to really speed the process up, and we've actually been able to send some checks out for unclaimed property without people even filing a claim. We're trying to speed up the process. Sometimes it can be quick if it's really simple. Some of the more time-consuming claims, if it's larger dollar amounts, we need to make sure that we're really verifying it's going back to the right people. Those claims may take a little bit longer sometimes.
Is this money taxed?
No. So this is money that this is cash that's owned by you already. So
thanks for coming in, Treasurer Erick Russell, man, from New Haven. I think you owe me $10 if I went to Van Dome a few times. You owe me $10.
I might have to talk to my brother about that one. I don't know.
Give me your background. From New Haven.
From New Haven. So grew up there. My parents owned a small convenience store. So my family, my brother and sister and I grew up working in the store.
What high school you go to?
I went to West Haven High School. I graduated from West Haven High. But between the two stores, kind of grew up between Dixwell and Congress Avenue in New Haven. And then ended up going to college at the University of New Haven, and then went to UConn for law school. Practiced law for 10 or 11 years before
you look
running
like you're
for
25
office.
Years old, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I hide in the grays. I'm 35, so but enjoying the work, and you listen. It's a great opportunity to make an impact and really give back to
That's amazing, man.
to community. So
that's amazing. Great job, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate it. And
right now,
thanks for having me on.
Anytime you got something going on, you know how to get in touch with me.
All right. Likewise, you know how to get a hold of me too.
You're good here.
Yeah, right.
He's good. He is Hot 937.